3 empires, 22 nations, yet one single guillotine. Our homelands are being erased from the heart of the map. Ancient prophecies are rising to swallow 400 million people. They trade in sanctities while profiting from the blood of the innocent. A diabolical synergy creating a demographic slaughterhouse. Facts are obliterated. Data is piercing. The catastrophe is no longer approaching. It is here. But how did the gears of this Holocaust begin to turn? Half a century ago, within the pages of Al-Mujtama magazine, Mohammed Abdullah As-Saman demonstrated a full foresight. He mapped the very tragedy we inhabit today. Israel never rested after the Balfour Declaration. Instead, it worked tirelessly to plant its feet and plan its expansion, while we drowned in the hollow noise of speeches and empty poetry. Today, the first beast crawls forward, fueled by its own scriptures. Colonialism speaking the language of Genesis. From the Nile to the Euphrates, it is a prophecy designed to devour Arab geography. The 1919 Paris Summit map stands as a witness. Then came the poisonous Yinon Plan of 1982, a blueprint to shatter the Arab body into pieces, to fracture Iraq, Syria, and Egypt into sectarian statelets that bleed each other dry. Settlements act as an octopus strangling the land. The numbers are bulletproof. In 1990, there were 213,000 settlers. Today, that number has leapt horrifyingly to 750,000, a cancer tightening around the necks of Palestinians, a flood uprooting the very foundations of history. Aggressive demographic consumption is no longer a secret. The maps of expansion are displayed in broad daylight. Netanyahu himself declared it shamelessly. Greater Israel is a historic and spiritual mission. The bulldozers of the Torah are crushing our bones to build temples upon our graves. But behind the bulldozer lies another serpent. However, how did the turbans manage to swallow our capitals? The black hole is expanding eastward, an octopus wearing the mask of resistance. The 1979 revolution ignited the fuse of expansion, weaponizing its resources to swallow sovereign states. They exported the guardianship of the jurist like a virus, claiming to pave the way for the awaited Mahdi. The Revolutionary Guard weaves its web, commanding hundreds of thousands of recruited fighters. Militias have already swallowed 4 capitals: Baghdad, Damascus, Beirut, and Sana'a. The cost of this ruin is staggering. Between 2012 and 2020, $16 billion were incinerated in Syria and Iraq. Wealth that could have fed a continent was used to fund the daggers in our backs. $700 million are pumped annually into the pockets of Hezbollah. Their military budgets swell monstrously. $23 billion for the Iranian defense budget in a single year. They curse Israel from the pulpits, yet they hang Arabs in the public squares. An unholy alliance that annihilates us without mercy. Across the ocean, a larger beast stirs. Christian Zionism is pumping billions into the region, desperate to trigger the great battle of Armageddon. They crave a catastrophe, seeking to accelerate the end of the world to hasten the return of the Messiah. The evangelical bloc leads the herd. The CUFI organization, Christians United for Israel, grows with terrifying ferocity, boasting 10 million members, a number that dwarfs the Jewish population in America. Here, religion is the fuel for the engine. Their money is the bullet piercing our chests. $318 million were raised in a single year by one evangelical foundation to fund the Holocaust. $274 million were poured like concrete to build more settlements. Church funds are building our graveyards. Politics has become a submissive servant to the priesthood. They engineer terrifying sovereign decisions. They bought the relocation of the Jerusalem embassy. They orchestrated the swallowing of the Golan Heights. Altars of destruction are built with the coins of the supposed faithful. Billions are lighting the fires of genocide to fulfill prophecies that are already burnt to ashes. But how did these three pincers tighten around a single neck? This is the engineering of mutual interest. A synergy that has turned our homelands into an open slaughterhouse where masks fall and the mass butchering begins. Three pincers are closing in. Israel devours the Arab geography. Iran booby-traps the demographics. America finances the Great Holocaust, a terrifying dynamic of imperial collusion. This reality was never hidden from those who understood the secrets of statecraft, those who warned us of these agendas.
Two agendas, both of them apocalyptic. One from Israel, which is the Greater Israel agenda. This has been talked about by Netanyahu and by other Israeli officials. Israel wants to expand from the Nile River to the Euphrates. And the other one, of course, is the Iranian agenda, which is the return of the absent Imam who disappeared something like 7 or 8 centuries ago, and he will come back and make the world a peaceful place and prepare for the coming of Christ. The third agenda that is affecting us and which has impact in the United States and in other places.
His testimony settles the debate. Enemies in public, allies in the slaughterhouse. Prophecies consume us. Projects colonize us. Militias demolish. Settlements swallow. And American money washes away the blood. Our very existence is evaporating. The Arab world is the battlefield. Time is running out, and the map is shifting. The trap is set, and the chessboard is on fire. We either break the pincers, or we are crushed forever.